Yo, what's going on, guys? This is Snape here, and I'm back with a brand new video. Today, guys, we're going to talk about the best ALC settings for Season 24. If you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe. Without further ado, let's jump straight into this. So I'm not going to make this too long-winded of a video. I'm going to get straight into it. So first, we're going to talk about Dead Zone. So Dead Zone, you might want to have this slightly higher if you've got an older controller. I have a pretty much brand new controller. I've got an eSwap X2 from Thrustmaster, and I've got the SH5 thumbsticks, which basically means I do not get stick drift, so I will never have Dead Zone on because there's no point in it. But if you have a controller that just starts drifting off by itself, you might want to turn this up slightly. Auto threshold, I have this set to 1%. I've never had anything different, and to be honest, I don't think there's any point in changing it. Keep it on 1%. Response curve, I have this set to 5. I found that this is not too twitchy where I feel like I'm out of control, but it's also not really dull or anything like that. 5 is a good level where you say you still get quick reactions, but you don't lose control. So I really would go with 5. Per optics, I have this turned off. I do not bother with it on. I feel like having this on is actually messes with your brain, because obviously when you swap between sites, this feels like different sensitivities. Personally, I would just keep it the same, and that way you'll find you get a lot better consistent control on different optics. Yawn and pitch speed, I have these both set to 280. This is obviously how quickly I look left to right and up and down. It's a good level so that you can still track and look around sites. Yeah, man, it's perfect. I think if I went any higher, it would be too overwhelming. Everything else obviously turned to 0. Next up, we've got yawn and pitch speed, ADS. These two I've got set to 70 and 50. Now that means basically when I'm in my sight and I'm looking left to right or up and down. Now you might have seen I have extra yawn and pitch speed, which is why I'm mentioning that I'm only pushing it slightly. I'm not going to the end of the thumbstick, because that's where my extra yawn and pitch will kick in. But as you can see, it's a nice controlled level. Not too overwhelming, and it does mean I can track people easily, and it doesn't, you know, ping off or anything like that. And it also makes it a lot easier with recoil, because you can push down a little bit harder. After that, I've got extra yawn and extra pitch set to 100. Now that's the reason why, for that way, if I push my analog stick to the end, you see it pings off. But if I go slowly, it's nice and controlled. Fast, controlled. Fast, controlled. So it gives me that advantage, obviously, if there is those situations where I'm trying to aim at somebody that's potentially not moving a lot, standing still, I can do. Or if I've got to deal with somebody that's moving fast. For example, with now Ash's new ability, I'm going to be struggling to keep up with that if I didn't have any extra yawn or pitch on. So I would definitely recommend having this turned up. And the last thing I've got is the delay. The reason for the delay is just if there was a situation where I pushed to the end and I didn't mean to, it just gives me that little bit of breather space just to kind of like change my mind if I need to, and make it, you know, a little bit more controlled. Don't worry, mom, no, it's not much of a delay at all. It's very, very minimal, but it just gives me that little breakage between the two. But yeah, apart from that, we got target compensation. Definitely have this on. This is your aim assist.
I must choose.
Melee target compensation, definitely have this on. Aim assist for your punching. And target compensation, I have this set to default. If you are going to start playing in some tournaments, potentially against PC players, probably play on PC, because you're going to be on that if you are playing on PC lobbies or in tournaments. But yeah, apart from that, guys, that's pretty much everything. That'll give you a pretty banging sense whether you are aiming at long or short range. And yeah, man, I've always got on with it well. I get a lot of people asking about my sensitivity and going, what do you run? What do you want? But there's a quick video to show you guys, and genuinely, it's the best sensitivity. Honestly, I wouldn't have it any differ. But yeah, guys, if you enjoy it, like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video.